Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Last time, at the end of last episode, we ventured into the Ice Cavern. I think we did some side questy business first, but I can't remember exactly what it was. But anyway, we went into the Ice Cavern, got all the way to the end, obtained the Iron Boots, and learned how to play the Serenade of Water, which is everything that we need to access the next dungeon. This time, we're about to play through one of the most infamous Zelda dungeons ever made. I hope you're ready, because I very much am. Almost, kind of, a little bit. So, it's been a long time since the last video, and there's a good reason for that. What? Those iron boots look like they weigh a ton. If you wear those boots, you may be able to walk at the bottom of a lake. Yes, we've been over this, Navi. They help you sink in water, indeed. I mean, it's a good refresher since it has been a while since the last video. And the reason for that is, allow me to get back to that, I fell sick a couple weeks ago. I want to say a couple weeks ago at this point. Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago, while I was working on my main channel video. Which is why there's been no uploads to this channel for quite some time. And even though the sickness has passed me, I think it has anyway, I still do have a lingering cough. So if I start coughing at various points throughout this video, that is why. What is this weird where's this weird little spike over here? Y'all see this? I've never noticed this before. Does this, like, stick out of the water normally? I guess it does. It's just a weird little nub of the ground there. Interesting. Okay, I guess the game turns all moody and rainy when you get close to the temple's entrance. Indeed it does. Alright, that's a cool little atmospheric touch. I like that. I feel like the entirety of Lake Hylia could have benefited from having that, though. Is time actually passing right now? Because I've just remembered, I don't think it ever rains at nighttime in this game. Ah, whatever. Let's get on with it already. So use your iron boots. Of course, if you don't remember from last episode, you do this, put them on, and now we sink. And while we're sinking, we have no control over Link whatsoever. I'm touching the analog stick right now, nothing's happening, so yeah. It's a little wonky, but it's fine. You get used to it. I'm glad that they improved it in Majora's Mask 3D, though. I don't know if they improved it in Ocarina of Time 3D. So, this is yet another thing. You need the hook shot to enter this temple. I believe you can actually take out the forest, fire, or water temple in whatever order you choose. You don't have to do them in the order of forest, fire, and then water. I'm doing it in that order, though, because, you know, it just feels the most appropriate. Since that's the same order we did it back in Young Link's time. Hey, the heads-up display didn't disappear as I was entering. That's not right. All right, right away we gotta take off the boots in order to access the actual temple. Welcome to the Water Temple, everyone's favorite dungeon. Kind of been over this before, but yeah. This dungeon is infamous for being extremely confusing and taking people forever to get through for various reasons, which we'll be covering shortly. And it's also kind of infamous for lacking a huge quality of life mechanic that they thankfully did end up implementing in future Zelda games. Before I get into that, though, before I get too deep into that, I would like to check out a little bit around the place. We have a hookshot target over there. Can't reach it, unfortunately. We have an opening over there. I think that's the one place I can go right now. Interesting that there are some hookshot targets that we can't reach. I wonder if we're going to find a way to upgrade this thing at some point soon. Perhaps. Or maybe we'll find some kind of, like, Cryonis floating platform spell to summon ice in the water, you know? Kind of like Majora's Mask with the ice arrows in Great Bay Temple, you know? Alright, can sink in this, see what this gets us. Okay, I guess I may as well go over one of people's biggest problems with this temple right away. Every single time that you want to either sink down into the water or float up in the water, you have to pause the game, scroll to the equipment screen, and toggle your boots on and off. Just, what the hell were they thinking, honestly? What the hell were they thinking implementing the iron boots like this? I get it. Y'all wanted to have an inventory screen. Y'all wanted to have an equipment screen. Y'all wanted to look cool and impressive like those other games with equipment screens, but oh my god, if the iron boots is like how you actually control yourself in the water, having it be bound to pausing the game to open up the inventory and swap an item out is terrible. That is a terrible idea. What they should have done is made it a normal item that you equip to the C buttons and toggle on and off there. Unfortunately, they didn't do that just yet. Thankfully, though, they did for every future iteration of the Iron Boots that ever appeared, including in the Ocarina of Time 3DS remake. That is exactly what they did. They became a C button item, I guess you could call it. Or just a regular item, you know, because, you know, not every Nintendo console used the C buttons. Does anyone else find it kind of weird how the C buttons work, where, like, the game refers to it as one button, but there's 4 buttons that all fall under the one button umbrella of C. It's like, the game will say, like, use this item with C. What they mean is set it to one of the C buttons and use it with that C button. It's super weird, and in general, the N64's controller is just freaking weird. So I guess that's just a byproduct of it. Alright, well that's that. So we pulled a block out from a wall over there, but that's all we really did, so... I guess we'll put on the iron boots and sink down to the bottom of this place. I think that is where we want... where we want to go first. Sorry, I guess I'm so sick that I'm not commentating well here either. Wow, I really am not. Wow. I live streamed yesterday. I spent all my fun, creative commentary juices that day instead of here. What are you, by the way? Spike. That's it. Just spike. Aim for it when it retracts. Can't you hit it in this state? Yeah, you can. Okay. So you hit it to make it hide its spikes, and then you hit it again to destroy it. It's a very weird enemy. I think it just comes from the 2D games, but yeah, it's a little strange. Just a little spike ball that turns into a rock, which you can then destroy with the hookshot, which you wouldn't think you'd be able to, but you can. Uh-oh, alright. I guess we'll go down this way first. We need a bomb for this. Can we use bombs underwater? Probably not. I think bombs... Yeah, bombs will defuse underwater, so... I guess we're gonna have to find some way to get rid of the water in this room. Potentially. Sorry, that's gonna be the first of many coughs this episode. Oh my god. Man, I'm feeling another one coming on. Jeez. I hope like, feeling another one coming on doesn't mean anything bad. Anyway, look who it is! Oh, you. If I'm right. Link? You're Link, aren't you? It's me, your fiancé, Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. I thought that was a joke. I never forgot the vows we made to each other 7 years ago. What vows? I don't remember vows. You're a terrible man to have kept me waiting for these 7 long years. Listen, man, you can't give me hints. You gotta tell it to me straight if we're getting engaged or married or something. Like, come on, I didn't know that. But now is not the time to talk about love. I'm sure you've already seen it. Zora's domain, totally frozen. A young man named Sheik saved me from under the ice. But my father and the other Zoras have not... yet... been saved, I assume you mean. I want to save them all. I want to save Zora's domain. You have to help me. This is a request from me, the woman who is going to be your wife. We'll see about that. Link, you have to help me destroy the evil monster in the temple, okay? Inside the water temple, there are 3 places where you can change the water level. Good to know. I'll lead the way. Follow me, quickly. Hold on, there's pots. I have to get those first. Also, by the way, was the heads-up display on the screen that entire time for that entire cutscene? That's not normally supposed to be the case. Oh, wait. Okay, I can't use my sword, but I can break them with my hook shot. Indeed, get some arrows. I wish I could Z-target the pots. Unfortunately, you cannot. Some more arrows. Beautiful. All right, let's follow her now. Gotta change panels, gotta switch off the boots. Careful not to switch off your tunic or you will start drowning. Assuming you unpause the game afterwards, but it's entirely possible you'll just keep it paused and then switch the proper tunic back on. I don't know. Alright, got another thing. Looks like we can bomb in the wall over there. And we've reached the surface. And that's kind of the strangest way I could have worded that. Those who wish to open the path sleeping at the bottom of the lake must play the song passed down by the royal family. Whenever it has such a long phrase in red, I always like to think that that it's becoming more and more intense saying it. Okay, did Ruto go in this room? Where did Ruto go? She just went up and now she's gone. I mean, I guess I did the same thing to her when I was a kid, so, you know. It's karma. Karma's a bitch. Alright, Oh, I keep pressing the button again, thus resetting it. I was wondering why it wasn't killing anything. I was like spamming it, but it turns out if you spam it, that actually makes it less effective. Good to know. We got a chest in here. It's a large chest, so it should contain the dungeon map, and oh boy, are you going to need the dungeon map for this place. Indeed, it is the dungeon map. If you think this place hasn't been so bad yet, oh, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. This is just the beginning. We've barely done anything, so yeah, this really is just the beginning. Alright, gotta bring out the ocarina again. We are going to need the bombs eventually, but I'll just swap them back on when it's time. Now... There we go, I remembered it quicker this time. Slightly, only slightly quicker. My bad, wasn't close enough. That's right, you have to get the music score to appear on the screen. I'm too used to Majora's Mask. Alright, here we go again. Encore! The wall wanted me to hear it the wall wanted to hear it again. My god, can I say a fucking sentence to save my life? No, I can't. I even messed that up. I even messed can I say a fucking sentence up. Alright, well, there we go, avoided fall damage. Now that we've done that, the entirety of the temple is drained of water. At least the entirety of this main room. I think it's just the main room that's drained. Now here's an interesting thing. See, we could use a Deku stick on this torch to light these up, except we can't because adults can't use Deku sticks for some reason, so we're gonna have to use a bow instead. Which I think we've already been over this in the forest temple, so yeah. It's kind of a cool, like, reintroduction of a mechanic. I definitely want to go into this room first thing because, another infamous thing about this dungeon. I think I'll get more to this later, actually. We haven't made enough progress yet. Open the door, get on the floor, everybody do the... Oh, I remember you! I remember you guys from Majora's Mask and how much it freaking sucked to fight. Here you're much easier because I could just use the hook shot. Yeah, that's... Well, you know, if it actually dies. Yeah, that's so much easier. Oh my god. Trying to fight those guys as a Zora in Majora's Mask is incredibly annoying. Majora's Mask, am I right? I don't know. Alright, very tiny chest has appeared. Normally these, like, drop from the ceiling instead of appearing with a magical aura like that. Found a small key. There is a lot of small keys in this dungeon, and you're gonna want to collect as many as you can, because there are also very many locked doors. Obviously, since there's a lot of keys, they would have a lot of locked doors to go with it, you know? I'm trying to sound very smart today, but I just don't think that's happening. I don't think smartness or intelligence or anything like that is on the docket today. I like it when I kill a completely different enemy than the one I'm targeting. It's honestly kind of satisfying. Alright, you should be a place I can go now. Let's see. Oh, I was able to actually dive under the ceiling real quick, but I would like to put on the boots, because I think that's what we're gonna need. And then I need to immediately take them back off. Hooray. Oh, actually, I don't think I can do this yet. I think this is for later. Yeah, I have to go to this platform because there's spikes in the way. And then when I'm on this platform, I am too far away to reach that. So, yeah. Put on the boots again. Oh, wait, actually. Hey, no need. Saved myself some time. I mean, I did still open up the inventory screen, but still, I saved myself some time. And some boot swappage. Can I push this? Might be able to do something about this. Okay, you can push this. I can't remember exactly how to get through this temple at the moment, so I'm definitely going to be figuring it out as I go. Which should be fun. Though this video might take like 2 hours, honestly. This is a pretty long dungeon. And since it's very confusing, my, you know, getting lost and trying to remember how to find the way forwards might add to the length a little bit. And, you know, me opening the inventory to put on the iron boots every single fucking time is definitely gonna add a lot of time to it. I know I could have played one of the modded versions that gives the quality of life feature where, like, the D-pad can be used to switch boots on and off. I don't know. I think I prefer to present this game in how it was originally, because, like, if you choose to play this game officially, unlike what I'm doing, if you choose to play this game in official means, this is the version you're playing. The version with the terrible iron boot swapping thing. This is the version you are playing, so I would like to represent the game as how it originally was. I wish I could have worded that better, but I'm gonna say that so many times today, I can already see it. Hopefully I improve at talking as time goes on. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes the opposite happens. Sometimes I get worse. Ooh, okay, this is a kind of cool room. We got a whirlpool with a big dragon sculpture in the middle. I like that. Or maybe a serpent. Probably what it is. The serpent. I love the word serpent, man. It's so much fun. Alright, this causes me to sink down onto its nose, or not. Okay, not sink down anywhere, actually. Gotta take this off so I can get my swimming back. Then we go this way, and then we put it back on. Oh, the joys of the water temple. Alright, let's get you out, because we can hit that crystal in its mouth. Oh, wait, weird. There's like a weird little force field surrounding its mouth. Oh, that's where the water's coming from. It's coming out of the dragon's mouth. That makes sense. Okay, that opens that. We're gonna need to hookshot over there real quick, if I can aim correctly, which I might be able to. There we go, okay, now we gotta kill these guys. We gotta kill these guys in this cramped little space. It's going really well. Don't worry about it. It's going super well. It's going incredibly. Couldn't be going better. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I should probably explain the title of this video. I'm going to be titling this video, It Couldn't Be Going Worse, Keith, and you might be wondering what exactly that is. There's a post online that's been circulating a little bit where, involving the water temple in Ocarina of Time, and is that it? Oh no, okay, we can go up from here. It was a screenshot of a YouTube comment thread on a video of the water temple. I don't know if it was a walkthrough or what. Anyway, though, the original commenter said, like, I hate the water temple, too confusing. And this was a comment left like 8 years ago. And then someone replied 8 years later with the username Keith saying, it's been 8 years. Hope you're doing well in life, man. Hope your life's going good. And then the original poster replied to him saying, it couldn't be going worse, Keith. I know I probably shouldn't be laughing at someone's misfortune if that is, like, if they genuinely were having a tough time in life at the time, but I just find it so funny how it's connected to the water temple in this game. So, yeah. Just decided to give that a little reference. Alright, we got another small key from this dead end. Gonna need to collect as many of those as we can. With that, I think we're done in here. I don't think there's anything else to do in here. There's no other doors to reach, are there? Yeah, I think that's it for the whirlpool rooms. Sorry, the whirlpool room. Whirlpool is one of those words that I can never get correct the first time. Hi. Respawning Tektites don't exactly help with this place's tedium. I guess it's not really tedious. It's actually a pretty interesting dungeon. I don't hate the water temple, honestly. I mean, I hate the boot switching, but hey man, so does everyone else. But yeah, I don't really mind the water temple that much. I think it's a pretty fun dungeon. You know, finding your way forward is a huge challenge, but it's not like it's impossible. And if you have, like, you know, a good sense of where you've been, where you haven't been, a good sense of how to navigate the place, then I'd say it's overall not that bad. Of course, if you don't have a good sense of navigation, yeah, this place sucks. Alright, let's take these off. So we're returning to the central room now. We just went down there for a small key, and that was basically it. That was basically the whole reason to... Oh my god. I forgot. There's no ledge to grab on. You have to sink back down and use the hook shot. Okay, we can do this. We can do this, we'll be fine. We won't go insane. I promise we will not go insane. What's with all the ripples over there? That's kind of weird. And I have to take that off. Because they're too heavy to use on land. Hi, what's up? What's up, Spike Dudes? I don't really care. Alright, I think where we're supposed to use the first small key is right here. We've been down all 4 passageways. We've seen some that are blocked. We've done everything we can in the 4 passageways. There we go. Much more concise and better way of saying that. Climb on the platform. Hello, Triforce thing. So in the 3DS remake of Ocarina of Time, there's only a few changes to the game that are worth noting, and one of the changes worth noting is in this very dungeon. The little Triforce symbols on the walls that change the water level when you play a song in front of them, they have, like, color-coded lines surrounding them, which helps you better understand what level the water goes to when you play the song in front of them. Here, you're just kind of left in the dark, but it's kind of, or no, it's not based on the position of the Triforce symbol. It's based on... I don't know, it's just based on specifics. For example, this one, I believe, raises the water level to its middle level. There are 3 levels of water. Right now we're at low. We started the temple at high, and this one puts it in the middle. Another change the 3DS version makes is this little cutscene actually has a different camera angle that more clearly shows you the hole that just got opened up by this block being moved. We put on the iron boots and sink down. We can see that there is a new passageway down here. Oh, sorry about the cut there. Had a little coughing fit there. It's fine. Anyway, this is something a lot of people miss on their first time through the dungeon, and what do you know? Going down here is required to complete the whole thing, so yeah. If you miss this, you are going to be so confused later on in the dungeon. We may as well get it out of the way right away, assuming that we can. Oh yeah, we should be able to, 100%. Got a weird little underground room here with a weird little crystal that unleashes weird little enemies with a weird little heads-up display that doesn't disappear when it's supposed to. Let's back up out of the way, and... bam! Hello? I wasn't even canceling at that time. The hookshot was just straight up missing it for some reason. Okay, weird. I guess the lock-on system's not as good as I remember it being. Come on. Alright, we'll get you out of the way. Or maybe I was locked onto something else. That's entirely possible. Alright, you die. You die afterwards. I find Navi's distorted, "Hey, watch out!" kind of cute, honestly. Kind of funny. I don't know how she's breathing underwater. Do fairies need to breathe oxygen? Because, like, how is she alive right now? maybe King Zora gave her a small little Zora tunic for her to wear. That would be funny. Alright, up here. Ah, yes, here is the small key that you very much need to grab from this place, or else you will be incredibly confused later on, because you'll find a locked door you can't open and there's no small key in anywhere you've ever checked. It's possible the room we're in does show up on the map, but, like, actually finding your way here is a challenge. Alright, back out we go. I love the effects on the walls. I like the scrolling water texture on the walls. Looks really cool. One of the few aesthetically pleasing things about this game. Alrighty. Loading slowly up. Can't go any faster than this. Very cool. Very cool. Gonna just do circles in the water real quick, because I feel like it. Alright, with mid-level water, there's a golden skull shell at the top of this room. Again, I don't think we can actually reach that, though. No, we cannot. Okay, we're gonna have to come back for that later. Assuming I remember to. Let's hope I remember to. You can light these torches. Does this just unlock the door? Probably does. Yeah, it just unlocks the door, I'm pretty sure. In case you want to go back in, you're gonna have to light the torch every single time. And use up an arrow in the process. Okay, what have we here? We can shoot you to open up the cage, presumably. I think there's a Tektite to my right trying to jump at me right now, but that's okay. Unfortunately, I don't think... Hi! I don't think we have enough range. Yes, we do not have enough range to reach the hookshot target in there, even if we wanted to go in there. So we're gonna have to go somewhere else first. How about this way? This way's the most obviously open. The other way goes to a locked door, which we can open, but I'd rather just do that second, because I don't know. This way seems a lot friendlier to me. Okay, we got a waterfall sound. And spikes. Oof. I assume if you stand on top of these, you take damage. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you do, yeah. It would make sense. I don't know if you can take damage from the stalactites, I guess you'd call them, these ones. I don't think there's any way to hit your head on them. Many hookshot targets, you gotta pick the one that is furthest into the room. Ah, the water is surrounding a chest. It's like a waterlogged chest in Minecraft. Someone used the debug stick on this one. How many of you are Minecraft fans and know about the debug stick, by the way? I'm curious. It's like, I read about it on the wiki. For a while before I actually used it myself. I see, okay. So we have to do a little bit of this. Hi-ya! Could use the hookshot for that as well, but I assumed that my range wasn't high enough. Thank you. I was gonna say, don't roll in front of the freaking chest, you idiot. This should be the compass. Indeed, we can finally see where we are in the room. Though not on the actual full screen map, which is unfortunate. Let's take a look at the map of this place real quick. Okay, it only has 4 floors. For some reason, I thought it had more than that. And yeah, we got the main central room. We got so many other places we haven't been to yet, and we're gonna have to go explore those in due time. Wow, check that out. That one room there to the left of the center has like a little space on every single floor level. That's interesting. I suppose we'll have to unlock its presence on the map on all 4 floors. I don't know what I'm saying, but here we go. It's me, Mario. I don't know. Look at this weird lower ceiling here. If I were Link, I would try to jump up and, like, slap it. Like you would do with exit signs in buildings. Did anyone else do that? Like, you jump up and try to smack an exit sign as you walked underneath it? To show off your jumping skills to your friends? I didn't do it very much because I didn't have friends to show off my jumping skills too, but... And my jumping skills were also terrible, so yeah. But it was pretty fun to do. Whenever I did do it. Hello, what in the world is this? I'm assuming this is supposed to lift me. Yes, okay, it is. So then we want to stand on it and shoot you. Shoot you in the face. Okay, man just crawled out of the wall or something, I don't know. I think it dropped down from the hole above, but holy crap, that was a little surprising. Up we go, ascension! And totally empty room with just 1 spider in it. Okay, great level design, guys. Oh, I see. Okay, so in order to get this far with all these keys, we did have to lower the water level all that way. Unfortunately, we do need the water level at maximum to access some of the locked doors up here. So the next step is to play the song right here. And this brings up the water level to its maximum stage. So, the Triforce symbol down below in the room where Rudo was, that lowers it all the way down to bottom. The one in the center room there lowers it to its middle, raises it to its middle level, and this one raises it up to maximum. Very good to know. Now, before leaving this place, use Furor's Wind. I don't usually find much use out of this spell, but this is one place where it is exceptionally useful, especially on a first playthrough. If you use Furor's Wind in this central room, or at least like around this zone, it will then drop the little warp point or whatever right here next to this thing in case you ever need to teleport back up and raise the water level to maximum again. If you do not do this, I believe you will have to go through the middle room and raise the water level up to the middle every single time you want to raise it up to maximum. You have to navigate your right back up there every single time. If you use Furor's Wind instead, you can just teleport back up whenever you need the water level back at full, and it is super helpful. Unfortunately, if you want the water level to be in its middle state, you will have to go lower it all the way first, because that's the only way you can access the center room, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that. We'll have to see, though. Okay, here we have an interesting room. So we got some keys on the walls there. There's probably some more keys on the walls as well. You dropped 3 hearts? That's a little excessive. You're just a little keys. How did you have 3 hearts? If anything should be dropping 3 hearts, it should be the Octoroks, because, like, Squid and Octopi actually have 3 hearts in real life, right? Can I reach that? No, I can't reach that. No, it's infuriating. All right, so we got a little stairway to climb here. Oh, I see a locked door at the end. I can't actually do this yet. Okay, back I go. Quick. Aim correct. 1 moment. I was not quick enough. Oh, okay. I was gonna go for a drink of water, but now the platform is rising, and I don't want to miss my chance. I don't know what that noise was. Best not to ask. Okay, maybe I did want the water level at middle, actually. Maybe I am gonna have to go fix that. Well, that's fine. It'll be a little annoying, but it'll be fine. I'd begrudgingly be okay with it. Or I'd be begrudgingly okay with it? I'm not really sure what I mean there. This? Can we do anything here now? Or not? Because, like, I did raise the water all the way up here. Oh, you know, I think we would be able to do something here. No, wait, no. You can't do anything here. Okay, I think I may have just messed up. I may have just done something I wasn't supposed to do. That, or I'm just missing a small key somewhere because there's, like, 5 billion places to go in this fucking dungeon. Can I lower the water level to middle without having to lower it all the way down to bottom first? That I would very much like to know, because I know you can just go into this room again. There's no door to it. There's no door to the central room up here. All right, then, back down I go. Yeah, no matter what I want to do, the next step is to go over and hit the thing. Oh, right. I know of something we can do with, right, okay. Yeah, something we can do with the water level at middle is we can actually go back to the place where we met Rudo. And there's a bombable wall there. That probably has a small key in it. This is not where I want to go. I also should go over here and bomb this. So yes, we're gonna start by doing that. We're gonna lower the water level back down to bottom. We're gonna go bomb that, see what's in there. Then we're gonna raise the water level to middle, come back this way, and see if we can get ourselves a key for that door in the hookshot staircase room, is what I'm gonna call it. You raise me up past the blocked passageways. I don't know. I don't remember how the lyrics go. Okay. Nope. Trying to move around to entertain myself, and sometimes moving around to entertain myself really doesn't go very well, does it? This is not right. Hang on. Triforce symbol on the wall right here. Indeed, this is where we must go. Let us do the thing. Hiya! And hiya! Do. Have a drink of water. Always remember to hydrate, especially when you have a cough. Because let me tell you, not drinking water when you have a cough fucking sucks. Am I the only one that finds Link's, like, fall screams kind of funny as an adult? I don't know, there's just something so cartoony about them. Alright, let's bomb this. Obviously. I've said like 40 times now that we're gonna go over here and bomb this. I'm excited to see what it has in store! Oh yay, more water, more inventory opening, more iron boot switching. Oh, how I love this dungeon. Okay, enemy music. This is a little ominous. Oh god, it's one of you. Okay, now we just do this. Hiya! Camera clips out of bounds. Don't worry about it, that's normal. I remember playing N64 version of Majora's Mask and thinking that that wasn't normal because it never happens in the 3DS version. I think they changed the camera slightly in that version to refine it a little bit, and as a result, it does not actually clip out of bounds this much. Okay, so we can raise the water level, which also raises the dragon head, which I think is pretty cool. Ow! All right. If there's one thing I really like about the Water Temple, it's atmosphere and visuals and music and whatnot. I think it's really well done overall. Oh, this is just a golden skulltula, but I think, if I remember correctly, the way to access this is actually kind of interesting. You have to use a bomb and hit it with AoE. No. Okay. Then what do you do, actually? Oh, you jump attack. Okay, I'm not sure if that was the intended way to get this, but that's how I got it, so here we go. Jump attacking is a way you can get it. That's to take advantage of the fact that your sword hitbox goes through walls. There's another gold skulltula for us. We're getting very close to 50, actually. I think that's 38. Can I hit this fucking pot? Thank you. Would have been quicker to just pick it up, I know, but still. All right, is that everything in this room? I guess it is. Then let's head back out. Didn't get us a small key, but it did get us a gold skulltula. I'll take that. Sometimes you have to take whatever you can get. All right, down and down and down we go, underneath the sea. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. I don't know. I was just saying normal words and then I turned it into whatever that rhyme is called. What is that rhyme called? I should know. It's like one of the most common ones. Row, row, row your boat. There we go. I don't know if that's its actual name, but that's how it goes, so... That's always what I imagine as its name. Just the row, row, row your boat song, you know? Just like the... I was trying to think of an example, could not think of one in time, my bad. Anyway. Raise the water level to middle, and then we'll go do the thing that I've been talking about like 17 times. And I will stop talking about it once I'm done with it, because it will no longer be a thing we have to do, and I'm already 30 minutes into this video. Yeah, this is gonna be a long one. I can already see it. I mean, we've made decent progress through the dungeon so far. It's just, you know, we do have a ways to go. We haven't even gotten the dungeon's item yet. I bet you can't guess what the dungeon's item is going to be based on what we've been encountering, based on some of the obstacles we've been seeing throughout the dungeon. Okay, so, we are now going to go down to the bottom. For some reason, I really wanted to say Sir Bottom Hat, like Sir Topham Hat from Thomas. He is not called Sir Bottom Hat. That is very, very wrong. He is not, in fact, called Sir Bottom Hat. Sir Topham Hat, fucking idiot. Just like you're fucking idiot for sinking into this hole and forcing yourself to open the inventory screen again. Alright, going this way. Putting on the boots, which I should have done sooner to minimize the time I spent sinking and unable to control Link. You know, why would you be able to control the video game character you're playing as? That would be silly, wouldn't it? Like, imagine actually having control over Link at any point in this game. Ridiculous, honestly. All right, Kokiri boots. I'm sorry, I'm not that salty. I'm kind of just, I'm doing this for entertaining purposes. I actually am I'm having a great time right now. Having a great time playing one of my favorite little games. I guess it is one of my favorite little games. I don't know. I mean, I call this game a good game that exists, but I do really enjoy playing it, so. And I have been really enjoying making this series. Hiya! Give me this! Give me this, now! We shall use Farore's Wind to return to the top. For once, my magic meter isn't full. You cast Furor's Wind. Return to the warp point, dispel the warp point. Could you imagine accidentally clicking dispel instead of that? Yeah, that's not gonna be me. We're gonna place it once more. We've got a huge magic meter, so there really is no reason to be using this every single time that we come up here. So there we go. Now we got an Ocarina of Time. Almost like that's what this game is called or something. Please raise the water. I like to imagine adding, like, context-sensitive lyrics to Zelda's Lullaby, depending on what you're playing it for. Please let the waterfall part. I don't know. Alright, now we should be able to get through this. Hopefully, there are no more locked doors beyond this point. Please, 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 please. Please. I will say it again, please. Alright, do we need more range for this? We do not. Goody! The hookshot staircase shall be climbed. This is the room that has like 4 different levels to it on all the floors. I guess because it spans all the floors in vertical height, maybe, possibly. I don't know if that's exactly how it works. I don't know if the game keeps track of what floor you're on based on height, or what, like, loading zone you've crossed or something. Alright, what's on the other side? Okay, so we got a big room with some dragon heads and you guys. I'm just gonna, you know, let me just, thank you. And let me, okay, too far away to Z-target these guys. That's fine. We should be able to free aim this just fine, especially if they don't aggro. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take the not aggroing. Aw, man, I was hoping shooting you in the leg would work. Wow, it really doesn't. Okay. You guys are vulnerable only in the blue spot. Makes sense. Alright, let me stop wasting ammo. Goes between blue and red, and when it's blue, the water is risen, thus, so are the heads. Which reveals hookshot points. If we hookshot to this one, though, we'll fall into the water, so what we want to do instead is this. We want to lower it before we hookshot to the other side. Okay, fine, I'll use the bow. Eventually, I'll get there, there we go. Do that. Now we can hookshot to the other side and climb over the head. Get ahead of the game a little bit, if you know what I mean. Then we shoot this again. This room is actually the worst if you ever have to backtrack through it, because you have to repeat all these steps over and over again, every single time you want to do it. I feel like you should be able to climb out of the water onto those ledges, but I guess I understand. Water makes it kind of hard to do some things. I can speak from experience on that. I do really like how slow you move in water, though, like IRL. Whenever I swam in a hotel pool, I would always just marvel at how slow I was moving. It was like I was living in slow motion. It was honestly a pretty cool sensation. Honestly, I kind of miss being in hotel pools. I guess I'm just a little like... These days, I'm kind of self-conscious about wearing a swimsuit, honestly. I don't really know why. I just don't feel like it anymore. Okay, if I hookshot to you right now, I think I am going to be swallowed by the like. So instead, I'm gonna stand over here, lure the like this way. Then we're gonna hookshot. And we're not gonna be eaten in the process. I thought I was eaten there. Okay, we're good. Okay, we stunned. Do a horizontal slash. That seems to be what they're most weak to. No, okay, 1 second. Like-likes are so weird. I don't know why they have such, like, high defense in some places and not so much in others. I feel like in Majora's Mask, they made the like-likes overall a lot softer, and I think that was better, because, like, it matches their design a lot more, and it makes more logical sense. Wow, I don't have a lot of rupees, do I? Oh, wow. Welcome to one of the 10 places where Ocarina of Time is actually aesthetically pleasing. I do really like this place. Love the reflections, that's really well done. This is also one of the rooms that, like, modern Nintendo emulators, or at least older versions of modern Nintendo emulators on the Switch, used to get completely wrong. Like, the water was opaque completely, instead of the transparency it's supposed to have. No, instead of having the transparency it's supposed to have. You know, that's the actual proper sentence. Oh, man. You know, it's always such a technical achievement whenever games have mirrors today, but Ocarina of Time was technically having mirrors back in 1998. That was pretty cool. They crossed to the other side, and... Maybe it couldn't have a mirror effect on for very long. Or maybe a reflection is alive! Say hello to Dark Link! Conquer yourself! This is the only tip Navi has, which is pretty funny. Dark Link will copy most of your moves, and if you do the same move at the same time, you will just not make any progress. He can stand on your sword like that, which doesn't actually do anything because he doesn't attack you. It just looks cool. This guy is, I'll be honest, kind of annoying. I don't really like this fight all that much, so what I would recommend doing the most is just completely cheesing it. Let's do it. Equip the Megaton Hammer, and there is absolutely nothing Dark Link can do about it. Dark Link only copies your sword and shield, not your items. Or at least, there's supposed to be nothing Dark Link can do. Okay, apparently he can just dodge it. Never mind. I think if you can hit him with it, though. Okay, honestly, I have no fucking idea how you're supposed to do this, boss. Even the spin attack doesn't work. Clearly he doesn't know how to fight me either, because he hasn't landed a hit, but like, wow, this is weird. All right, you gonna do anything? No, we're just gonna have a stare down now? Okay, cool. Fucking goddamn it. Can you, like, oh, maybe, hang on, I think I remember. Z-targeting actually makes it harder, if I remember correctly. Yeah, for some reason, Z-targeting it makes it harder, and I don't know why. Would have been helpful for you to tell me that, Navi, but okay, it's fine. Okay. Now I think if I use the hammer on him without Z-targeting. No, he still dodges away. Okay, I'm not really sure. Dark Link's health is based on your health. I believe he has one hit for every heart of health that you have. So right now he's gonna take like 12 hits for me. In addition, like, every time you hit him, he'll, like, bounce away like that, and he'll respawn somewhere else. It's kind of weird, but that's basically how it works. This is supposed to be a reference to Zelda 2 on the NES, which had you fighting a shadow version of Link as the final boss. Oh, God, come on. There we go. Okay, we finally hit him with the hammer. It's supposed to be apparently incredibly cheesy to just use the Megaton Hammer on him and nothing else, but I don't know. I'm not really getting it to work. I sure hope I have bottles with potions in it. Okay, that time he just stood there and took it. And, okay. I really like the idea for this boss, but I think the execution is a little crap. I'm not gonna lie. It just feels completely random. At least he's dead, though. Perfect. And then afterwards, the illusion fades, and it was just an ordinary-looking room with a water temple. How sad. Do I have a potion on me? I sure do. Let's use a blue potion for the first time ever! That's not correct rendering, but that's fine. Probably something to do with the fog in this room. Alrighty. So that was the mini-boss of the dungeon. Usually when you defeat the mini-boss of the dungeon, you get the item shortly thereafter. Let's see what it is. You found the long shot. It extends twice as far. Does this mean that Dampe's stretching, shrinking keepsake is now aroused? Okay, I'm sorry. I had to. I couldn't help myself. All right, let's see what this is. Navi, you want to say? Hey, isn't that the same design that's on the... Yes, it is, Navi. Thank you for the... Link's annoyed face. Probably annoyed at Navi telling him this for like the third time in a row. To be fair, you can do these first 3 dungeons out of order, so it's entirely possible that this is the first Song of Time block you encounter, but still... I might be standing too close to it. I don't think the block disappears if you're standing on top of it. Okay, no, that works. Now I kind of want to know what happens if you're standing on top of it. Hang on, can I resummon it? Can I resummon it real quick? I know I'm just wasting a bunch of time by doing this, but I'm too curious. Okay, you can. Can I make myself automatically fall? Because that would be hilarious. No, it doesn't work. Very sad. Okay. Hope you guys enjoy listening to the Song of Time over and over again. Song of Time ASMR, and it's just the Song of Time looped repeatedly for like 10 hours. I'm playing this game in windowed mode right now, and I'm getting a good view of all the stuff that's on my desktop, and I have some meme images that I downloaded, and they're just making me laugh out of nowhere for some reason. Link, be careful! Don't get swallowed by the vortexes! I mean, that is what you could call those. I prefer to call those whirlpools, though, because, like, vortex makes it sound like it's some kind of quantum space and time continuum relapse or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the term would be. But yeah, vortex makes it sound like the universe is collapsing. Not that it's just a whirlpool in the water river rapids. Yes. Okay, what we can do here is actually put on the iron boots in some places, which will help us get the golden skull on the wall over here and help us walk around a little bit, you know. Though do take care to avoid the slopes. Sorry, why can't I use the hook shot? There we go. Hiya! Give me that. Now we need to take it off, and we have an eye switch we'll need to hit. Which is fine. Should be able to hit that just fine. Look at that seam in the wall right there. Literally unplayable, Nintendo. Come on. Where's your polish? I thought Nintendo was known for having polished games. The secret is, even Nintendo games are secretly like, oh god. Even Nintendo games are secretly held together by, like, duct tape and sticks under the hood. Like, some people have gone looking through Ocarina of Time source code, and they can say that for sure. Alright, I remember this part being kind of annoying. Can you use the iron boots here? I'd very much like to know. Go to this side and climb up here. Yes, you can. Awesome. So then what? Then we want to shoot the eye. That'll open the gate, so we can hookshot over to the chest. There we go. That was close. Get you. We're having a lot of gates in our face today. Camera doesn't exactly work super well, does it? I believe that's just a dead end. Nothing of value to see over there, so let's take off the boots and head into this room. Oh, wait, I think I know where this is. Aha, yes, it's the whirlpool room. I thought there was something more to this room, and that's all that there was more to this room. Just an alternate exit out of that room over there. So now as we go back to the center... oh, we're not quite in the center yet, but we'll get there soon. We'll get there sooner or later. Shot to the other side. Once we're back at the center, I'd like to check the map and see where all we can go. There's something else in the center area we can access now. I remember that when we shot the eye and it opened the gate and we couldn't reach to the other side? Well, now we should be able to reach to the other side. Oh, do I have the water level at max height? Oh, I think I do. Damn it. I'm gonna have to lower it to the bottom again. All right, that's fine. We can spend the time doing that a little bit, I guess, if we have to. Let's see. Do we have it at the middle, actually? Yes? Wait. Yes? Do we? Hard to tell. No, this is max level. Damn it. All right. Gotta go lower the water real quick so I can put it in the middle. This is one annoying thing about the water temple that I do not like. Is anytime you want to put the water level from the maximum to the middle level, you have to go all the way down to the bottom, syncing with the iron boots, go all the way over to the thing, play the song to lower it down to the bottom, go into the center, play the song in front of the stupid thing again to get it to the middle level, and choose the wrong path every fucking time. It takes a long time, you know? I like these dungeons that have these kinds of, like, navigational gimmicks to them. You know, you raise and lower the water level to help you access new rooms. But I feel like, especially in these early Zelda games, they always just took forever to switch around in the way you wanted to. And I think that's my only main problem with them. Because if it wasn't for that, I would love this dungeon, and I would love this idea. But yeah. Anyone else feel like that one part of the song of the background music sounds a little like Clock Town from Majora's Mask? Alright, here comes the Zelda's Lullaby. At least this does give us an excuse to grab the golden skull that's in the center room. Because with the long shot, we should be able to climb up and reach it now. Hiya! Again, Link's screams are just so funny. I don't know why. Hiya! Skate! Skate! Hey, Link. What do people do on ice rinks? Wrong. Try again. What do people do on ice rinks? Wrong. Try again. What do people do on ice rinks? What do people do? Yeah! Sorry. Anyway. Took a few too many tries for my liking, but... Get off the spikes, Link, you silly goose. Man, now we're gonna have to buy new boots. We got a hole punctured in them. I'm not even looking at it. Hang on, can I play the song while facing away from it and it'll still count? I don't know if you actually have to be facing the Triforce symbol. Alright, let's get you up to the middle. Could you theoretically play Farore's Wind in here and reset? No, but I think the problem, if you could play Farore's Wind and next to this one and, you know, teleport back in here, the only problem with that is I don't think you can play the ocarina underwater. So if the water level's at maximum, you will not be able to set it to middle. Though you could probably save some time by going to set it down to the bottom first. You could also probably use Farore's Wind by the bottom panel. I don't know what to call those. Like, the panel that sets the water level to the bottom, the panel that sets the water level to the middle. Those are extremely long-winded. I want a shorter way to say that, but there's just no good way to say it. The mid panel. The maximum level panel is, I don't know. It's just no good term for it, and my stupid brain isn't gonna think of a good term for it, so. Stupid lazy brain. Let's play. Nope, we're not playing. We are shooting. We're shooting your eye out, kid. Oh, yeah. No, 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 no. No, we are going in there. We are going in there. No, we're not. 1 second. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me, game. You did not warn me that this guy would be right here. Not. Where's the battle music? There's supposed to be the battle music. It's only coming on, like, as I fight them. Maybe I have to be looking towards the enemy for the battle music to start playing. I didn't actually think of that. That's entirely possible that that's the case, though. Thank God. Here we go. Now we can push the block this direction. If you did not pull out the block at the start of the dungeon like I did, now is the time when you're going to have to, which might also require you to shift around water levels depending on things, but if you just do it at the start of the dungeon, you can get it out of the way and get the small key lickety-split later on. Let me pick you up, throw you against the wall. Okay, now we have 2 small keys, and I'm honestly not really sure where to use them. Let's take a peek at the map and see where else we haven't been. I did say I was going to take a peek at the map before, and I actually didn't take a peek at the map, so... Okay, there's just the way to the boss. Thing is, we don't have the boss key. Okay, there's a whole labyrinth of rooms over there that have another chest in them. That probably has the boss key, if I had to guess, because that's, like, the last chest visible on the map. The boss key is, like, the one thing we don't have. So I think... Ah, yes, yes, yes! Right! One of the passageways in the bottom, we can now go through there, and I can't exit that way because the... Oh, right, the gate closes because it's on a timer. I'm an idiot. There better be a hookshot target up here. Okay, good. Hiya. Hey! I know, Link, this is very hype. I also love when it just cuts off. It's like a perfectly cut scream. Oh, man, perfectly cut screams are one of the greatest memes ever invented. I hate not being able to avoid damage from the spiky dude. You could avoid damage from the spiky dudes if you just took off the boots, but that takes time and effort. I don't want that. I want to just complain about stuff. It's more fun. All right, this should be the way we haven't been to yet because we were unable to go here before. Yes, indeed, but now that we have the long shot, we can reach to the other side of the room and go wherever this is. You better not forget that this room exists, like I almost did, or else this place will be even more confusing than it already is. All right, hookshot to the other side. I don't know, what was I just putting away then? I like, put something away twice. Wow, 6 entire Tektites in this room. Got it. So, up there is something we can access eventually. Is there any, like, is there a hookshot target in there, or am I going to have to make my way over there somehow? Oh, this looks kind of tricky to cross. I guess we'll just cross to the other side first and see if we can loop back around. Maybe I can shoot these guys first. Hiya, hiya. There we go. Gotta time that shot well with their bounces. Gotta not miss that guy. Would help. Would help a lot. Gotta not miss you or you. I was talking to his individual legs, I guess. Hopefully I don't run out of arrows doing this. It's entirely possible I could. There we go. I guess, I don't think we can... Oh! I managed to shoot that guy all the way from over here. That was cool. We don't have to actually attack these guys until the end of the room, though, so let's swim across. Take the currents, do not fall into the whirlpools, or you'll be reset to somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly, but it'll be somewhere. You don't want that. Perfect. Perfect health refill. And through this door we go. Interesting, these doors have knobs, unlike most dungeon doors. Ah, we have a little puzzle room in here, okay. Not quite done with these yet, I see. Is this a new enemy, actually? Stinger. We may have fought these guys in, Jabu Jabu's belly. Can't remember if we have or not. Either way, they're not that much. They'll occasionally jump out of the water to chase you, I guess. That's something that they can do. Otherwise, though, they seem to die in one hit from basically everything, so just do that and you'll be fine. I can't get that heart. It's too late. Whoops. Alright, let's see what dwells in the depths of my trailer. Whoa! So we have a button we need to press under the water. I know ahead of time that that button is one of those that you need to hold something down. You need to hold it down with something. Need to hold something down with it. I don't know. I don't know what I was about to say. Don't worry about it. So we have this bombable thing. However, were we to climb up into here, we would see there is a block. And we need some way to get this block over to the button. However, if we pull it back all the way this way, we can see... Yeah, unfortunately, Link does not know how to just, like, shove it this way, sideways. So we're gonna have to find a way around to the other side. Somehow. I wonder how we're going to do that. Well, if you see a little seam in the wall over here, yeah. I kind of like this. One of the walls has an obvious bombable indication, and the other wall has a very subtle bombable indication. I think that's pretty cool. We're gonna push it this way until it touches the wall. Bam. It played the little chunk noise. That's how you know. I wish it was faster to jump through the water like that, but hey. I wish a lot of things in this game were faster, but hey. Alright, pull you a ways, then let's head to the other side and push you onto the button, and then that will be that. This will be this, and that will be that. Shove. When push comes to shove, a button gets pressed. That's how the saying goes, right? Alright. Shove. Shove, 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 riveting gameplay, can I just say? Shove, there we go. I think in Majora's Mask, they doubled the length that each block push goes. Because, like, you know, the developers realized that this game had problems, and they decided to improve upon them. I will never let this game's problems go, I'm sorry. Alright. Ah, yes, that's the normal dungeon door I'm used to, the one that slides up into the ceiling. Okay, we got some two dudes here. Yes, some two. That's how you speak. Hiya! And... Hiya! I was gonna keep going higher until I had both of them killed. And I would have loved to see how high I could have gotten, but yeah. Good thing it wasn't too much higher, though, because I probably would have started coughing in the middle of it. Though that would have been hilarious, so... I guess, yeah, that really wouldn't have been the worst thing ever. Alright, well, we're definitely not making it with that pace, so let's try again. This reminds me of a little Minecraft map I made that was, like, you were being chased by the world border and you had to go through a bunch of obstacle courses before it reached you. And, some of those obstacle courses had, like, barrier blocks that were over these little lights, and you'd have to use the lights to see where they were, so you would jump across them like that. Okay, so now, yes, we found our way to the little boulder passageway in the side here. And I think what we want to do then is head this direction where the boulders are coming from. Okay, well, for one thing, I'm being pushed by the current. Okay, let me put on iron boots so I can prepare to shoot that Skulltula and kill it. Try to say it and him at the same time, or them, or whatever. Whatever I was trying to say, I tried to say it at the same time as it, and it sounded weird as a result. Quickly. Climb up. Okay, good thing the iron boots don't prevent you from climbing ledges. That's nice. You'd think that, like, because they're too heavy, you wouldn't be able to pull yourself up onto a ledge, but thankfully, no. Ocarina of Time does have at least some quality of life features in it. And bam. Give me those arrows, because I do actually need a refill of arrows. I was running very low on arrows. Actually, was I? How many arrows did I just get from that? Because was it 10? Or was it just like 3 or something? Was it like 1? A single arrow? That would have been funny. Indeed, this is hiding the boss key. Let's go. That should be everything in the entire dungeon. Wow, that did not take me as long as I thought it would. I've only been recording for just over an hour. Of course, we still have to fight the boss and complete this thing, but yeah, that won't take us too long. And you know what we can do to speed that up? Because right now the water level is at middle level. What we can do to speed this up... Use Farar's Wind! Use one of the game's various items to our advantage! Almost like it was designed to be that way or something. Why is Link completely frozen? That's interesting. He like stops animating when that screen is pulled up. I don't get it. Anyway. Ocarina of Time. Then this should be the last time we ever have to change the water level in this godforsaken dungeon. Actually, let me test. Yeah, you don't have to be facing it at all. I'm gonna play the song without even looking at you. This is how much I respect you at this point. From how often I've had to play this stupid thing. Hiya! I actually can't believe that worked out as well as it did. I feel like I should have gotten hit there or knocked into the water or something, but no. It actually worked out pretty well. Okay, with water level at maximum, this hookshot target is accessible. That's why you need it at maximum in order to access this. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So many fairies. There were 2 in the chamber with the boss key, and then there's 1 out here. I already have 1, and 1 is all I need. There's 2! There's 2 fairies out here. What the hell, guys? This boss isn't even that hard. You're about to see it's not. Alright, we gotta climb up the side. So here you have to keep moving forwards and try to time your way through these spikes without slipping up. If you get hit by them once, you'll slide all the way back down. If you lose your footing, you'll slide all the way back down. It's a little tricky, but it's honestly kind of fun. I kind of like it. It's an interesting challenge. Oh, come on. I'm gonna be hit by all 3, aren't I? Oh my god. I just barely didn't make it. I think if I didn't change directions towards the top, I probably would have made it. Come on, man. Okay, no, I slipped. This is hard, man. This is hard, man. I don't know why I said it like that. My pronunciations are all over the place today. Okay, you can slightly walk from side to side or, like, stop yourself, but if you stop yourself for too long, it becomes a lot trickier. Dude, I have no idea. It seems like they're desyncing, so maybe I can use that to my advantage. Maybe. No. No, that's gonna hit. How do you do... This is why you get 2 fairies outside the door. Completely forgotten how to... How did that hit? Come on. Oh, yes! All right, here we go. It's boss time. Link, look out. That isn't normal water over there. It's implied that this is Princess Ruto saying this, even though she is nowhere to be seen in this room. Interesting. She's just calling to us telepathically, I guess. What about this water isn't normal exactly? Let me try jumping inside of it. I don't know, seems normal to me, Ruto. I don't know what you see in this. I guess it's a little bluer than usual, but that could just be chlorine. The largest single-celled organism you'll ever see, Morpha. Right off the bat, I have to say, that's a really cool intro. The way that it comes out of the water, but there's still water on the screen, and how that reveals, like, what it is without actually showing it to you yet is pretty cool. So what you want to do, long shot the nucleus out of there, or I guess, would this be called the nucleus? If this is a cell, because it's an amoeba, right? Wouldn't this be called, or actually, is it called the nucleus? I can't remember. I just took a biology course last semester and I've forgotten already. I think it is called the nucleus, actually. Okay, yeah. It's just, I remember the nucleus is what atoms have, so I guess cells are the same way. Cells are basically atoms for biology. How did that not hit? I don't know, but either way, we got another hit on it. It'd be better if I could get, jump attacks or something on it. It just occasionally bounces out of the water, and I think you can get more hits on it there as well. It's best to hit it whenever the arm is, reaching out for you like that. That's where it's most stable and where the hook shot is most likely to actually connect. Okay, it's swinging, and we do... No? What? How'd that not hit? How did the first hit not connect, but the second one did? The second one totally missed! This thing's weird. This boss is weird. I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. Morpha kind of shows a bit of a problem I have with Ocarina of Time bosses, and that even though there's a lot of them, they come in many different shapes and sizes, and I think that's cool. I think the variety is really nice. At the same time, I'm really not getting as many hits on this thing as I could be. At the same time, their gameplay is kind of boring, if you ask me. Okay, now it has a second arm it's summoning. It's just the way that you have to play on the defensive all the time. You wait for the boss to do an attack that you then counter using the dungeon's item, which then makes the boss vulnerable to your normal sword slashes. It's honestly not that interesting. Okay, well, I guess no better time to see this attack. If it manages to grab you, it'll swing you back and forth, dealing a lot of damage. I'm currently trying to press the buttons as fast as I can to break free. That was a lot of damage. I feel like if I get caught by that again, I might die. I do have a fairy in a bottle, though, so I will at least be safe. Alright, bam. That's why you want to stay away from the arms as much as you can while getting a good shot on the nucleus. Okay, come on, come on, come on. But yeah, you basically you use the dungeon's item on the boss to counter an attack that it's just done. No, 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 no. No, that's so bad. That's so incredibly bad. That is so incredibly bad. No, 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 no. I don't want to run out of health this whole series. Yes! Okay, you know what? This is going to be a stupid idea. I'm just going to use my fairy in a bottle right now. Right now, let's go. Morpho really doesn't like the fact that I'm criticizing its boss formula, but hey, it's how I feel, Morpha. You can't change how I feel, and you also can't change how Link feels as the hero of time, here to stop this madness. Here to stop Zora's domain from being frozen over. I don't know what exactly this creature has to do with Zora's domain being frozen over, but supposedly this guy's the culprit. How did that not hit? I hate you. God damn it. Alright, I'm hitting the control stick and the buttons. I think that's all you really need to do is hit the control stick. Cool, yep, yep, yep. No, no, no. Why'd you put me in the water? Don't put me in the water. That sucks. No, get me out of the fucking... Get out of the fucking water, Link! Alright, there we go. Jump back over here. Where's the nucleus? It's over here, it's hopping around, having a jolly old time. You know who isn't having a jolly old time right now? Me. There we go. Okay, got at least one hit. There is a way you can, get the nucleus over in one of these corners and you could just keep wailing on it repeatedly. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that because I don't know how you do it. Okay, come on. Okay, swing your arm, please. Swing your partner do-si-do. Except we're not doing a do-si-do. We're doing a do-si fuck you. I guess. Do-si-do, get out of my life. I don't know. Trying to be clever, it's not working. Instead, I'm being grabbed by Morpha for the fucking billionth time. Come on, stop this. Stop this. This is a cool animation, though. And it's creepy, too. Why does it sink me to the bottom of the pool? Get me out. Let me out. I'm a cat. I must be let out. Okay, there is a very real chance I could game over here, which is hilarious, because I usually consider Ocarina of Time to be a very easy game combat-wise, but no! What? What? I did not press forward! I swear! I'm about to be grabbed again. Oh, God. Get me over here. I swear I did not press forward. I swear I just pressed L, and he automatically moved. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I'm tripping on this thing called annoyance, which is what I'm feeling right now towards this fucking boss. Come on. Man. It's like you can only hookshot onto it while it's in the arm, and even then, while it's in the arm, it's barely possible to hookshot onto. I don't get it. What the fuck? How did that not count? Come on. There we go. Oh my god, are you gonna die soon? Oh my god. I guess we're seeing here that I actually don't really like this boss that much. I didn't even know this about myself until now, but yeah. At least in the N64 version. Alright, come on. There's some nucleus. There it is. I know I could be using like a jump attack on it or something instead. I just worry that if I use a jump attack, I'll end up missing it instead, and I'd rather get some damage on it than none at all. You piece of shit poking me in the legs. I'm just in vain trying to hookshot it. Can you get in the fucking arm already? I swear to God. See, like, this is the problem I have with these bosses. Like, you have to wait for them to do a move that you can counter, and sometimes they just refuse to do that move. And I just... No. We are not doing this. Okay, we're going this way. Can you, like, stay fucking still, please? Thank God! That's the worst boss so far. Hate that. Not my least favorite boss in the game just yet, but... didn't really enjoy that. I know that I could have, like, pulled it to the corner and gotten more hits on it. I know I could have gotten a jump attack here or there. I know I was probably mistiming the long shot. But sometimes I was timing it properly and aiming it properly, and it just did fucking nothing. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. At least it's done. And with that, we've completed we've completed one of gaming's most hated locations. I was about to say gaming's most hated location. No. I think there's a lot more hated locations in video games than the Water Temple, but yeah. We've done it. And overall, wasn't that bad. Even with the boot switching, I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't that bad. The most annoying part was the boss, in my opinion, but that is because I partially know how to get through the dungeon already. But even then, I still forgot most of it, and it wasn't that bad. Anyway, out we go.
Link. I would have expected no less from the man I chose to be my husband. Zora's domain and its people will eventually return to their original state. As a reward, I grant my eternal love to you. Well, that's what I want to say, but I don't think I can offer that now. I have to guard the Water Temple as the Sage of Water. And you're searching for the princess, Zelda? Ha! You can't hide anything from me. Princess Zelda. She's alive. I can sense it, so don't be discouraged.
Here we actually can see an interesting detail. Notice, Rudo's ears. I can't remember what they looked like, as a child, but they actually do go kind of through, like, a growth stage where I think right now they're ears, and back when she was a kid, they were eyes. Which is kind of interesting. I'll pull up the young Rudo design and compare them real quick.
I can tell that nothing will stop you in your quest for justice and peace. You must take this medallion. Take it respectfully.
Is this your second attempt at an engagement ring? Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't want to talk over the fanfare. It's a very nice fanfare indeed. You receive the water medallion. Ruda awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours.
If you see Sheik, please give him my thanks, okay? As the water rises, the evil is vanishing from the lake. Link, you did it! Did Ruto want to thank me? I see. We have to return peace to Hyrule for her sake too, don't we? Look at that, Link. Together, you and Princess Ruto destroy the evil monster. Ruto was a disembodied voice in the boss. I was the only one actually fighting it, so... Once again, the lake is filled with pure water. All is as it was here.
Funny thing about that cutscene, Sheik is not jumping into the water. If you have an alternate camera angle on that cutscene, Sheik is actually catapulting directly into the side of this landmass. Like this ground right here I'm standing on. Pretty funny. Anyway, what I would like to do real quick before we end the video, because this now has come the time of video's end, I would like to shoot at the sun for no reason. I missed it, didn't I? Okay, so I think we read this long ago. When water fills the lake, shoot for the morning light. Now that water is filling the lake, let us try shooting for the morning light and see if we can get something out of it. Perfect! I'm gonna have to play this twice to skip through the nighttime as well, but that's fine. And sunset, and then again. I actually remember what it is this time because I just played it 5 seconds ago. Funny how that works. Then, when the sun appears, shoot it! And this unlocks a special secret item. You do not need to collect this at all for any reason. It's just a secret thing you can do. We have torched our arrow in the light of the sun. Let's go pick it up, why don't we? Eventually, we're gonna have to swim all the way over there. Unfortunately, we don't have the Zora's Mask to make this any more fun, so... any more speedy, at least. You got the fire arrow. Set it to sea and your arrows will be powered up. If you hit your target, it will catch fire. So, fire arrows are an alternate arrow type, of course. They use the same ammo capacity or ammo pool as your normal arrows, so you're just giving them like a fiery aura as you shoot them. However, shooting them does also cost magic, as you can see up there. Specifically, it costs 2 magic points. It causes enemies to catch fire and I think does more damage, and overall, that's really it. Oh yeah, you can also use it to light up torches without having to shoot the arrow through another flame first, which is pretty cool. Aside from that though, since they are an optional item, there's never any real need to use them. They're just here in case you want to use them for fun. Okay, well, with that done, we've completed another temple, added another medallion to our collection, and we've progressed things with Zora's Domain long enough to actually continue the big long trading sequence we've been doing. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're going to continue that, do some other side questy stuff as well, if there's actually anything I can do, and then we'll probably be heading for the next main quest objective, because we're kind of running out of side questy stuff to do, so yeah. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.